Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm going to be doing another video game comparison. And the game I've chosen is Night Stalker on the Intellivision and Dark Cavern on the Atari. Now, they're both the same game, pretty much, but they have different titles. And they're made by the same people. Intellivision was made by Mattel Electronics, and so was Night Stalker. It's kind of like the video I did a while ago where I compared Astro Smash to Astro Blast. The same idea. They're both made by Intellivision, or Mattel Electronics. And, you know, it was back in the day when Mattel Electronics wanted to have their games also on the other competitor system. It still kind of happens today. I mean, you see a lot of games that are on the Xbox and PlayStation and stuff. They're all the same game. You know, so I mean, it's a little bit different because it's the same. It's essentially they're building product to go on the competitor's system, which is weird. I mean, it's weird. It's still weird today, but I mean, game development changed. You know, the way games are developed nowadays. There's a lot of these third-party people out there, so whatever. I mean, it happened. But yeah, so back to Night Stalker. I played this game a lot. I think a lot of people who have Intellivision do have this game, and they like it. I mean, it's a fun game. Now, the Atari version is a little bit different graphically and the way it plays. So I'm going to show the two games, and you're going to see how different they are. But, you know, I still consider them to be the same game, even though they're different. So let's take a look at Night Stalker and Dark Cavern. Okay, so we have Dark Cavern. This is the Atari 2600 version. Right off the bat, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it kind of looks like a Pac-Man game, but obviously you're missing the dots. There's no dots, you're not collecting anything like that. You're just kind of running around in these caverns, and you're after robots and stuff. Let's get going. The gun shows up, and you need that for ammo. I know if you don't get it right away, it kind of disappears. Like that, which is kind of annoying. And all these things are after you right now. There was like a squiggly line thing. The details are a little bit left to your imagination, I'm going to say. I guess those, that thing there is supposed to be a robot, that thing that's shooting at me. Whoa. Got those real Atari sound effects going on there. Now, at the beginning, obviously, when you're in your safe haven, they can't affect you or hurt you or anything like that. And one thing that's odd about this game is once you start walking, you push a direction, and he'll just keep running. You can't really stop unless you hit a wall, which can almost be frustrating. You know, whoa! They shoot fast. Just reset that one. It's definitely a game. Oh, I got lucky there. It's definitely a game where you just got to keep running. Whoa! Almost like you're playing a laser tag or something. Oh. The sound can get a little bit frustrating. I just feel like this game you're just constantly running for your life. And I think that thing I just shot, it doesn't kill you, I think it stuns you. It's hard to make out. I know there's supposed to be a spider or something. The characters are a little hard to make out in this. Whoa. And they shoot quite a bit. Yeah, even when I shot him, he shot me. Jeez, I'm just not good at this game. Give it one more shot. Okay, let's see. I mean, there's lots of games that are similar to this. Berserk kind of comes to mind, but you don't really leave the board. You just kind of stay in the same area. I don't think anything ever changes either. I don't know if the colors ever change. But the amount of robots everywhere is just crazy. See, I can't even leave. They're just buzzing around me. The moment I step out, I'm going to get shot. Okay, maybe I'll try now. Oh. This is crazy. I think that may be a spider. Good old Atari graphics, leaving it up to your imagination. I find every time I shoot one, I get hit. Whoa. Like they're firing as whoa, look at that. Their firing is very quick. Oh, I got it. Good. Yeah, you don't want to run out of ammo because you'll get cornered very fast. Oops. Jeez. It's pretty much shoot and run. Shoot and run. Be ready to run up a corridor if you shoot something, because it's going to shoot back really fast. This guy's going to come, so I'm going to shoot. Oh, didn't make it. There we go. Oh! Come on. Uh-oh. Another thing is, I don't think you can only shoot one bullet at a time, so you kind of have to wait for it to disappear before you can shoot again. There's no auto fire type of thing where you can just like, machine gun fire. It's just you and your single pellet. Uh-oh, I think I'm dead. Ah, trapped in the corner. That's a letdown. Okay, so now we're moving on to Night Stalker. This is the Intellivision version. I know I have overlays somewhere, I just haven't found them right now, so I'm going to go without them, but I think I remember how to play this. So, much like the Atari version, you start off in your little cave, your little safe haven. And, oh, there's the bat. I think that's just there to stun you. Now this, you can tell it moves a little bit slower. It's got the same kind of shooting sound. Almost forgot how to fire there. That's why you need the overlays. There we go. It's the number pad. I was sitting there pushing every single button, mashing buttons until I found it. So, the other thing is the, oh man, that's so slow. Whoa! The speed at what this runs at is a lot slower. I know there's difficulty settings. Whoa! And as you play, it gets faster. And you get more robots. But you only have the one robot to really deal with, and then that spider is there, which he just kind of runs you over. But he doesn't kill you. I really like the detailing in the devil design, though. I like the spider web. Oh, stunned. Well, the gun's all the way down there. Gotta get that gun or else you can't shoot anything. There. And also like the Atari counterpart. You get, whoa, you just materialized right beside me. Just like the Atari counterpart, you can only do one shot per screen, or one bullet per shot, I should say. It's gotta leave the screen before you can shoot again. And this one gives you a heck of a lot of time to get out of the way of the robot. Definitely not as action-packed as the Atari, though. I mean, I felt with the Atari one, it was just everything was coming at me full force. I love the smashing sound, though. Oops. Just stand here and just keep shooting them. Oh, no! That sucked. Stupid bat. All the bat does is kind of slow you down. Your character is that typical running man Intellivision character that you see in a lot of Intellivision games. And the way you shoot, it's all directional arrows, so you don't have to necessarily be facing the direction you're shooting, which is decent. I could be running backwards and shooting forwards. As far as I know, the spider web doesn't do anything. It's just there for decor. There we go. Although I don't know if it tells you when you're going to run out of bullets. It just kind of does. You're just going to have to look for that gun again. Not that you'd miss a big glowing yellow gun on the screen, especially when the screen is all blue and black. Not hard to miss. I like how it's dark. I like how they you know, the whole Night Stalker feel. Versus the Atari, which was all like bright blue and bright white coloring, and even the robots were kind of pastel color. Alright, double kill. Okay, now we got a different robot. And I blew him up. I'll just stand here until I run out of bullets. Well, that's convenient. The gun just shows up right there. I mean, obviously, this game is a lot easier than what I was playing on the Atari. I felt like I was losing every second on the Atari. I just stand here and wipe them all out. Uh-oh, I forgot. I'm out of bullets. I'm out of bullets. Oh. Game over. So, as you can see, I mean, the Atari version was much harder than the Intellivision version. I felt that I had to keep resetting the game and, you know, trying again. Whereas the Intellivision one, I felt like I was playing for days. And maybe because the Intellivision one only has the one robot. Now I know it changes throughout the, like, if you play it long enough, it gets much harder. But those very beginning stages, the game is a little slow. So I mean, it kind of has that problem of it could be boring if you just picked it up and you start playing it. You're like, this is like for kids. I mean, nothing's happening. You could literally just wait for the robot to show up. You shoot him, the next one appears. But I mean, other than that, like, you have to realize that it'll gradually increase. Whereas the Atari, the moment you start moving your man, everything comes at you and just starts shooting. I don't know why they did it that way. I don't know if there was a reason for it. Maybe they just tried to make it a different kind of game. Maybe that's why it had a different name behind it. Although a lot of the titles I noticed that the M Network, I guess they called themselves, when they made the Atari games, they did change the name of it. With a few exceptions, with Lock and Chase and what else did they make? They made a bunch. But yeah, I guess I should have read this, but you know, I figured it out pretty quickly. And you know, the whole, you know, how to shoot and stuff, it was fairly simple. And I just realized I do have the overlays. I don't think they would have helped that much. It took me 2 seconds to figure out what button to push. I mean, that's a good thing about most Intellivision games. They're fairly simple. You don't always need these. In fact, a lot of people never, like, don't even bother with them. They can be a pain to stick them into the controller area. Sometimes they get caught and stuff. They break, they rip, they crinkle. But yeah, it would have been handy. And, you know, I figured out the speeds. Because, honestly, I haven't played this game in so long. But I used to play it a lot when I was a kid. So I enjoyed always playing it. The The Atari one I'm not too familiar with. I don't even think I own the cartridge. I was doing that on my flashback. And I think it was like just one of those ones I just passed on it. Maybe I didn't pick it up when I had a chance. I can't remember. Somehow I didn't end up with a copy of it. But overall, I mean, both games are fairly enjoyable. I think the Atari one was much harder. If you want a challenge, jump to the Atari. If you like the look and feel of Night Stalker, well, play Night Stalker. I think they're both fun games. This one, though, I have to say, is a lot slower. And so, if you're looking for fast action, quick game to play, I wouldn't recommend this one at that point. But a lot of Intellivision fans love Night Stalker, and they'll continue to play it. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show the difference because I was playing Dark Cavern on my my flashback portable, and I noticed that it was such a hard game then, and I'm like, why is this game so hard? And I tried to remember, you know, was Night Stalker this hard? Apparently it's not. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think of Night Stalker and Dark Cavern. Which one did you play? Did you ever play any of them? And which one do you think was better? Even just based on the video. Love to hear your feedback. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Talk to you later.